is about why I started YouTube, what I've accomplished on YouTube, what's currently happening, what's next, and how YouTube impacted my life. And this is my first video. Hey guys, it's Crystal here, and today... Hey everyone, my name is Crystal, and today I'm going to be filming a video that I've tried to make a bunch of times before, and it probably won't be the last time I ever make this video, but what I can say is that I would not be who I am without YouTube. So I think like YouTube story videos were kind of a bigger thing in like 2015, but basically this video is about why I started YouTube, what I've accomplished on YouTube, what's currently happening, what's next, and how YouTube impacted my life. So I guess I'm going to start with why I even started YouTube. I first found YouTube, like YouTubers and all that sorts of stuff, when I was probably around 11 or 12. It was my best friend Mia, and she had introduced me to Joey Graceffa and Shane Dawson. And that was cool, and I didn't really pay much attention. And then one night I was reading this thing and I saw something about Jack's Gap. So then I stayed up all night watching Jack's Gap, and at some point there was a collab somewhere where the worlds met, and I was all of a sudden all over Joey Graceffa's channel. I was all over Tyler Oakley's channel, Connor Franta, O2L, Andrea, Gen X Penn, all of those people. And then I started to get to Tila and Sierra Furtado and all those wonderful people. I think for a long time I've really been a fan of Danielle Carolyn, Tara Michelle. Yeah, that's how I really got into YouTube. When I started my channel, it was 2014. It was July 4th, 2014, and I was 13 years old. I'm 13. I filmed a video in front of my closet doors that are literally no longer there, in a blue chair that I no longer have, and it was a big deal for me. I didn't tell my parents until the next week, and the video had gotten 100 views, and I thought it was the best thing ever, and I was so motivated to do YouTube. You couldn't convince 13-year-old Crystal not to do it, and it was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my entire life. So what have I accomplished on YouTube? So I don't remember what year it was. I'm sure I could tell you in a minute, but I filmed a haul video and I posted it, and I went to work. So I had to be 16. I went to work at American Eagle, and I checked the view count on my first break, and it had 2,000 views, which was a lot for me, in the first 2 hours. So I was like, what the heck? And I remember telling my coworker in the break room, my video already has 2,000 views. And she was like, what video? And I was like, oh, okay, so I have a YouTube channel. And there was that conversation. And then that video kept growing. And now it's one of my top viewed videos, and it's a fashion haul. And it's always so funny, it cracks me up, because it's the videos you don't think are going to thrive, that thrive. And it was literally a video I filmed before school. So now I'm going back to my roots and filming videos in the morning. I went to VidCon 5 times, and 2 or 3 of them I started to get noticed at VidCon. You guys came up to me, people who viewed my videos came up to me, and it was such a gratifying feeling. It was so insane. I absolutely loved it. I just want to get back to that level of excitement. One year I got over my fear of stage fright. I did not get over it. I'm still very afraid of singing in front of people. But I did perform at VidCon because I just wanted to prove to myself that I could do these things. So I did. And it was literally one of the best decisions I could have made, performing at VidCon. Later that year, I ended up working with a good friend of mine at Adobe. And she actually was able to get me in on an all hands event where basically everyone all over Adobe tunes into this event at the headquarters in San Jose, California. And they just interviewed me, and they interviewed me and 2 other content creators, and it was really awesome. It was really exciting for me. Okay, so what's been happening? I went to high school, and when I went to high school, I really did stop creating as much as I would like to create. I just really have always been very I'm very education driven and education motivated, and it was a big deal to me to make sure that I was pursuing my education and always putting it first. My parents have worked really hard and they've always instilled that in me, and that's just something that works for me. I know it's not for everyone. Well, when I was in 4th grade, I decided I want to go to UC Berkeley, but when I was a junior, it was really important that I stepped up and did those things. So I did put a halt on YouTube. I also got a boyfriend. Distraction, let me tell you. I was doing better in my sports career. I ran cross country and track, and I really put that first, and it was hard to be all sweaty and gross and then come home and film or get ready in the morning and do homework late at night, eat dinner at 8:30. So I'm sure if you are an athlete then you know about it, but that's pretty much what happened. But I still watched YouTube. I still loved creating. There's so many videos that I filmed in high school that I never posted. And that's why I did Flashback Friday, and I'm going to continue doing Flashback Friday because I still think it's very much a part of my life. And my channel does encompass 13-year-old Crystal and 19-year-old Crystal, and there are a few years missing, but probably by the end of the summer I'll be able to practice my editing skills on these Flashback Friday videos and also just talk about how I've grown. Sometimes reflecting on the good times is a really, therapeutic thing to do. If you made it to this point in the video, be sure to comment down below if you like lemons or limes better. Alright, so before I talk about what's next, I do want to talk about how YouTube has changed my life. So on my last video, there was a fiasco with the comment section and my school's Facebook and all that stuff. And I'm not quite ready to talk about that, and I'm not quite ready to talk about prejudice, discrimination, racism. It's just not something I have completely formulated on how I want to present to the internet. But I will say that YouTube and growing up watching and producing on YouTube has changed my perspective on life and has changed the way that I deal with and interpret certain situations. So, when I was 13, 14, 15, people were coming out on YouTube and it was a big deal. Let's see, Connor Ferrante came out. I think I cried when Connor Ferrante came out. Troye Sivan came out. Jerry Seva came out. Ingrid Nilsson came out. Yeah. So all these people I looked up to had the courage to do it, and it didn't weird me out. And I 100% understood that this fact and the courage of coming out did not change their content, didn't change who they were. It literally just it just made them more themselves. And I think that's something I really appreciated from YouTube. I grew up in a Christian school. I grew up very much in the church, and I don't know that, I am from California, I'm from the Bay Area, but I think being able to have access to that content right in your own bedroom is wonderful. Growing up on YouTube didn't only mean just being on YouTube, it meant being on the internet as a whole. So Twitter is a very big part of my life. I get a lot of my news from Twitter. It's very up to date, it's very fast. I was watching live feed about the Manchester attack on Ariana Grande's concert before it was on CNN. I watch my role models' videos and I've seen them break down, I've seen them have anxiety, I've seen them talk about mental health. And it's such a privilege to be able to access this content and talk about mature things that maybe adults would say, oh, don't talk about that, or oh, don't worry about that. There's so many YouTubers who have been my big sister on YouTube, boys who have given me information that I probably would walk around having no idea about. And that's kind of just why I started YouTube and why I wanted to, be a role model. I'm the youngest of 4. I'm not anyone's older sister, but I do love creating and being able to help people. And I also just found YouTube to be an outlet of being relatable. So can't forget all the fandoms. Shout out to Limelights. Flashback Friday was for you last week. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead and go check it out. What's next? As you guys can see, I am not California Crystal. California Crystal is gone. She dead. She moved on. She died into the soil and fertilized it, and now a flower is growing in her place. I don't know. Hey guys, it's Crystal here. The energy is the same, but the girl is a lot older now. California Crystal, yeah, it will always be a part of me. It's literally It is like half my videos have California Crystal in parentheses, and I'm not gonna change that. Alright, so your girl is gonna have a YouTube schedule. I have always wanted to be a Sunday uploader, so that is what's happening. Happy Sunday, you guys. I am going to be a Sunday and a Wednesday uploader. It might, yeah, Sunday, Wednesday, Friday uploader. Fridays, not always, but it will be Flashback Friday when it is. Or a vlog, maybe vlog Fridays, I don't know. But it'll be like more casual, a little bit different. But Sundays and Wednesdays will be the days, you guys. And what I want to produce, I want to produce college content. I want to produce lifestyle content. I want to make videos about my life that I would want to watch. And I hope you want to watch them too. I'm really just here for a genuine and a good time. I want to go down in history as someone who kept it real and kept it alive and kept it fun. So that's what we're gonna do. Even though I probably didn't come off as much fun in this video. It was just a bunch of me bragging. Sorry. So basically that's it. And I'm saying that's it like this wasn't just a 15-minute video. But yeah, so if you guys like this video, you like me, you like my message, you like where I came from and where I'm going, be sure to go down below and subscribe, like this video, leave a comment. Please don't be racist. Follow me on my social medias. I want to be an Instagram influencer, and I can't do that if you don't follow me. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that I want to get a following that's like so transparent and real. Okay, so comment down below videos you'd like to see, and it'd be great. So,